Before we go any further, I need you to understand something crucial. This is not a motivational speech. This is not about rising and grinding or becoming some sort of superhuman productivity machine. What you're about to discover is rooted in psychology, neuroscience, and behavioral design, the actual mechanics of how your brain operates and why it sabotages your best intentions every single day. Most people walk around believing discipline is a personality trait, like being tall or having green eyes. They think some people are just born disciplined while others are destined to struggle forever. And here's the uncomfortable truth. That belief is keeping you trapped. Because discipline, the way society teaches it, is completely backwards. It goes against millions of years of evolutionary wiring in your brain. And when you understand this, really understand it, everything changes. You stop blaming yourself. You stop feeling weak. And you start building systems that actually work with your biology instead of fighting against it. So if you've ever hated yourself for scrolling instead of studying, for hitting snooze instead of working out, for knowing exactly what you should do but somehow never doing it, this isn't about willpower. This isn't about motivation. This is about neural architecture, and we're about to redesign yours. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine your ancestor, let's call him Grok, living 50,000 years ago on the African savannah. Grok's brain had one job: keep him alive until tomorrow. Not next month. Not when he retires at 65. Tomorrow. So Grok's brain developed a very specific operating system. When he found food, eat it now, don't save it for later because you might not get another chance. When he felt tired, rest immediately. Conserving energy meant surviving the next hunt. When he saw a threat, run or fight instantly. Hesitation equals death. Fast forward to today. You're sitting on your couch with your laptop open, a to-do list staring at you, and your brain is running the exact same software as Grok's. The brain hasn't been updated. There's no OS 2.0 for modern humans. You're still operating on survival mode, except now instead of actual predators. Your brain treats discomfort, effort, and delayed gratification as threats. When you try to start writing that report, your brain asks, is there immediate danger? No. Is there immediate reward? No. Will this require energy? Yes. Decision made. Open Instagram instead. Instant dopamine, zero effort, no risk. Here's a real study that proves this. Researchers at Princeton found that when people are given a choice between a smaller reward now versus a larger reward later, the limbic system, the ancient emotional part of the brain, lights up for the immediate option, while the prefrontal cortex, the rational part, has to work overtime to choose delayed gratification. And guess what wins when you're tired, stressed, or overwhelmed? The ancient brain. Every time. This is what neuroscientists call temporal discounting. Your brain literally devalues future rewards. $100 today feels more real than $1,000 next year, even though rationally you know which is better. So when you beat yourself up for lacking discipline, you're essentially blaming yourself for having the human brain. And that's the first shift we need to make. Stop treating this like a moral failing. This is biology. And once you know the game, you can start playing it differently. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Most people think discipline is something that happens inside your head, some internal force you summon when you need it. But behavioral psychologist Kurt Lewin had a formula that destroys this idea completely. B equals FPE. Behavior is a function of the person and the environment. In other words, who you are matters way less than where you are. Your environment is either making good behavior easy or hard. And if it's hard, willpower won't save you. Let me give you a concrete example. A researcher named Brian Wansink did a famous study on eating behavior. He gave people bowls of soup, but some of the bowls had hidden tubes at the bottom that secretly refilled them. People with the refillable bowls ate 73% more soup and didn't even realize it. When asked if they were full, they said no, because their environment, the bowl still being full, told them they weren't done eating yet. The lesson? You don't decide based on internal cues nearly as much as you think. You decide based on what's around you. Think about your own life right now. You want to read more books, but where are your books? Probably on a shelf, behind a closed door, maybe even in a box. Meanwhile, your phone is in your pocket, unlocked, with TikTok one tap away. The choice between reading and scrolling isn't really a choice at all. It's a design flaw. James Clear, who studied behavioral design for years, calls this choice architecture. He says the people who seem the most disciplined aren't relying on self-control. They've designed their lives so that good decisions are easier than bad ones. Want a real-world example? A hospital in New York wanted doctors to prescribe fewer unnecessary antibiotics. They tried education, training, even warning posters. Nothing worked. Then they made one simple change. They removed the Prescribe Antibiotics button from the default screen in the electronic system. Doctors had to click twice to prescribe them instead of once. Prescriptions dropped by 12% almost immediately. Same doctors, same knowledge, different environment, different behavior. So here's your first action step. Stop trying to become a more disciplined person. Start designing a more disciplined environment. Put your workout clothes next to your bed. Delete social media apps from your phone. Put your router on a timer so the Wi-Fi shuts off at 10 p.m. Make the right choice the easiest choice, and your brain will follow the path you've laid out. Alright, so now you understand your brain is ancient and your environment is controlling you more than you realize. But here's the next level. What if you could hijack the routines you already do automatically and use them to build new habits without any effort? This is called habit stacking, and it's one of the most underrated tools in behavioral psychology. Your brain is already running dozens of automatic loops every day. You wake up, you check your phone. You brush your teeth, you look in the mirror. You make coffee, you sit in the same chair. These actions require zero conscious thought because they're deeply wired neural pathways. What habit stacking does is simple. You take a habit you already do and attach a new behavior to it immediately after. The existing habit becomes the trigger for the new one. Here's how it works in practice. Let's say you want to start journaling, but every time you try, you forget or talk yourself out of it. Instead of relying on motivation, you stack it onto something you already do every morning. Let's say making coffee. Your new rule. After I press the button on my coffee maker, I will open my journal and write one sentence.